Alexander the Great, conqueror, visionary, and the first influencer. Today, we're diving into the surprising parallels between this ancient king and the celebrities and social media influencers of our time. So was Alexander the Great the original marketing genius? Stick around to find out. First, let's establish one thing. Alexander wasn't just a conqueror. He was a master of self-promotion. Theodor W. Adorno and Max Horkheimer in the culture industry. Enlightenment as mass deception argued that cultural products are used to manipulate and standardize society. Alexander instinctively understood this concept centuries before it was formally articulated. His actions and the image he crafted were his cultural products, aimed at influencing both his contemporaries and posterity. Let's start with one of his most subtle but powerful strategies: self-representation. Alexander spread coins and statues featuring his likeness, not as a mere mortal, but as a semi-divine figure. Imagine this as the ancient world's equivalent of strategic branding, the very same approach influencers today use when they curate their posts to project an aspirational, larger-than-life image. Guy Debord's The Society of the Spectacle reminds us that in a society where the spectacle reigns, images dominate reality. Alexander understood that appearing invincible, godlike, and destined for greatness would solidify his control not just by force, but by reputation. He was selling the idea of himself as much as he was conquering lands. Alexander's marketing genius didn't start on the battlefield. His upbringing under the mentorship of Aristotle played a huge role. He learned philosophy, politics, and rhetoric, the tools needed to construct and promote his narrative. His education allowed him to leverage storytelling to create an image of a perfect leader and visionary. And what's an influencer if not a modern storyteller who uses their life, real or curated, as a means to captivate audiences? But Alexander didn't stop at crafting an image. He also controlled the spread of that image. Just as today's influencers collaborate with PR firms and media outlets to disseminate their content, Alexander created an early form of propaganda by bringing writers and historians like Callisthenes on his campaigns. Their role? Documenting and mythologizing his victories to ensure that his reputations spread far beyond the borders of Macedonia. Neil Postman's reflections in Amusing Ourselves to Death resonate here. Just as modern audiences may accept social media portrayals over reality, ancient people believed Alexander's crafted narrative. This idea of selectively presenting an enhanced reality has existed long before Instagram filters. Now, here's where we draw the sharp contrast. While Alexander's accomplishments were real and monumental, establishing cities like Alexandria and blending cultures through the Hellenistic era, today's celebrity culture doesn't always hinge on actual achievements. Today, results aren't as necessary for fame. The core concept that survives, however, is positioning oneself as a perfected image of a lesser, true self. Influencers craft a brand that may or may not reflect reality, sustaining attention and influence. But Alexander's strategy was built on reinforcing tangible conquests with mythic storytelling, making him not just a conqueror of land, but of minds. So, was Alexander the Great the first influencer? You decide. His genius lay not just in battle, but in self-promotion and myth-making, a blueprint that influences, knowingly or not, continue to follow today. What do you think? Was Alexander the original influencer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, keep questioning the past and examining the present.